The Microsoft Surface Book is a Surface Pro styled PC but with a real laptop keyboard and port selection. They've managed to put all of the most vital components behind the screen, giving it the ability to transform into a tablet by just unlatching the screen from the keyboard. And when the keyboard is connected, you have access to a massive battery and a dedicated graphics card. You can latch and unlatch without needing to restart the device, so yeah, it's a super cool computer. But as per usual, every piece of tech has its up and downsides. In this video, we're taking a look at 5 of those, so let's start with the likes. The Surface Book's display is phenomenal. It's vibrant and punchy, the contrast is good, and it's extremely crispy at the 3000 by 2000 resolution. If you're a techie, you might have noticed that resolution is a little bit odd. That's because it's a 3:2 aspect ratio display. It's the best aspect ratio for a smaller display like this one. It gives you a lot more screen space. I love it. The keyboard is also a major plus on this device. I don't know what it is specifically, but it just feels so great typing on this keyboard. Right besides the delete button is the unlocking button. Hold it and the screen will unlatch from the base. This is, in my opinion, a great design as it's very ruggedly built and secure. The battery life on the Surface Book is fantastic. It's the best I've ever seen on a Windows device. With the base attached to it, it could easily hit about 7 to 9 hours of writing and watching movies or videos. If you're just writing, I'm sure it can last even above 10 hours. But in tablet mode, however, it just lasts around 2 hours, which is understandable as they had to fit all of the components behind that screen and therefore there's not that much space for battery left over. The charger is not only convenient in one way, that being its portability, but it also has a full-size USB port for charging another device at the same time. This is very useful when you only have one wall outlet to work with. I also love the build quality of the Surface Book. The hinge mechanism is robust, the pen's magnet is strong but not too strong, and the screen and keyboard has little to no flex. It's made out of aluminum all over the place, and therefore it feels like an overall solid and tight package. So with the pros out of the way, let's take a look at 5 cons. As mentioned before, the battery life in tablet mode is bad. Really bad. You get 2 hours at max. There is really nothing Microsoft could have done about it though. There's just no place to cram in a bigger battery, and so therefore the battery life in the tablet mode is just a compromise you'll have to live with. I am not very fond of the headphone jack's position. It's on the top right corner of the display. Now sure, I get that a headphone jack on the tablet portion itself is needed, but Microsoft could have at least added one on the left side of the keyboard base too, because it just looks and feels awkward having it up there on the corner. As I said before, every component like motherboard, CPU, RAM, SSD, and so on is placed in the tablet portion, making that heavier than a usual laptop with just the display there. This is not noticeable when the laptop is on a desk, but once you want to switch things over and actually use it on your lap, feels a little bit top heavy and like it could fall over. Not a big issue at all, I'm just nitpicking here. With Dell's XPS laptops having super tiny bezels, the Surface Book looks a little outdated. Absolutely not by much, but if they shrunk down the size of the bezels, the whole laptop itself could in turn have a smaller footprint and therefore be more portable and easy to carry around. USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 ports are taking the laptop market by storm, and many big laptop manufacturers like Apple, Dell, Asus, and Acer are on the bandwagon, but Microsoft is not. I'm not saying that Microsoft has to go all in like Apple did, but adding 1 or 2 of those ports would not hurt at all. So there you go, those were my 5 personal pros and cons of the Microsoft Surface Book. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.